Bloxburg has over 60 different trophies, from skill rewards, events, and even incredibly rare secret ones. So today, I'm going to show you how to get every single trophy in Bloxburg. Hey glossettes, welcome back. How are you guys doing today? Now this video will be your full guide to the Bloxburg trophies, and we are gonna get straight into it. Bloxburg currently has 63 trophies as of November 2025, and we're gonna go over each trophy in the game and how you can get it, including trophies that aren't even in game anymore. Each one will be timestamped down below if you're looking for a specific one in particular too. But let's get started first of all with all of the trophies you can currently get in the game. First up, we have the visits trophies. So these 3 trophies are rewarded to players after visiting the game a certain amount of times. So you can get the 30 visits trophy for playing the game 30 times, 100 visits for playing 100 times, and 365 visits for playing 365 times. Now this doesn't need to be a streak, you don't need to join every single day in order to get these, it's just overall how many times you've logged on and played the game. So these are probably the easiest ones to get. However, our next 3 trophies are slightly different. These are the streak trophies, so for these ones you do actually need a streak, which means joining the game every single day in a row. So if you join for 7 days in a row, you get the 7 streak trophy. Joining for 14 days in a row will get you the 14 streak trophy, and of course 30 days in a row gets you the 30 streak trophy. So these ones are pretty easy too. But next we have the 8 skill trophies. These trophies are given to you by maxing out your skill levels to level 10. So we have the athletic trophy, cooking trophy, music trophy, art trophy, gardening trophy, writing trophy, intelligence trophy, and gaming trophy. To max all of your skills, what you have to do is do an action in the game that relates to this skill. For example, for the cooking one, you just have to cook and this will make the level go up, or for the music one, you just need to play instruments or something. Next up, we have the premium trophy, and to get this one, all you need to do is buy the premium game pass, which of course gives you a bunch of perks in the game, and this costs 400 Robux. Then we have the SEASHELL trophy, and this one is slightly harder to get than the others. To find this trophy, you have to go out into the little island in the middle of the ocean, and if you come to this specific rock on this side and go to this exact area underneath the water, a shell will actually spawn here every so often, and once it does show up, you can click on this to get the giant SEASHELL trophy. It does take a while sometimes, but be patient and you'll eventually be able to get it. Next we have the working trophies. Now I don't actually have all of these right now, but each job in the game actually gives you a trophy for maxing out its level. The overall job level, once at level 100, will give you the work experience trophy. Then each individual job gives you a unique plaque trophy at its max level of 50, but the fast food job actually gives you a more unique looking trophy instead, as it was revamped a couple years ago. Then the new teacher's job also gives you a different looking trophy too, that's more unique to the teaching job, so it's possible that the other trophies could change from just being plaques in the future. Then we have the diploma trophy, and you actually get this one by completing every single level in the school and graduating, which is a pretty fun one to get honestly. But the final trophy we have that is currently available in the game is also the hardest one and the rarest one to get, and this is the lightning trophy. Now the only way to get the lightning trophy is for the weather in the game to be the thunderstorm weather, which you can actually select if you own a neighborhood by going into settings and changing the weather to thunderstorm. Then once the game is in the middle of a storm, there'll be random lightning strikes, and if you manage to be stood right where the lightning hits, it'll hit you and reset you, but it will give you this trophy. Now the chances of this happening are extremely rare, and only very few people have actually gotten this trophy, to the extent that for years people were actually speculating if it's even real or not. But I can confirm it's real, as I've seen it multiple times in game before, as one of my friends actually owns it. But that's all of the trophies that are currently in the game for you to get. However, we have tons of other ones in the game from past events, and some that will be returning to the game soon, which is what we're going to go over now. So first up, we have the billion visits trophies. The 1 billion visits trophy was added to the game in update 0.7.7 in June of 2019 to celebrate the game hitting 1 billion visits. So if you played the game before it hit a billion visits, you were awarded this trophy. The same goes for the 5 billion visits trophy. This one was added to the game in update 0.9.9 in September of 2021 to of course celebrate the game hitting 5 billion visits. So if you've played this game before, you got given this trophy. Next up, we have the 2 RB Battles event trophies. The first one is the RB Battles trophy plaque, and this one was from the 2020 RB Battles event, where in late December a maze was added to the Bloxburg event plot, and if you managed to get through the maze, you would of course receive this trophy. The second one was from the 2022 RB Battles event, where also in late December this year, another maze was added to the Bloxburg event plot, this being a different one from the first one, and once again, if you got to the end of this, you got this trophy too. Next, there's the 9 different April Fool's trophies from across the years. The first one is the Mysterious Cube trophy. Now, I actually get a lot of questions about how you get this one, and this was from the 2021 April Fool's event. So in this event, you could find a mysterious cube, which would turn the map bright like pink and turn you into a baby as well as giving you the cube trophy. And honestly, it's super pretty and definitely one of my favorites. The next April Fool's trophy is the Bloxburg School Trophy from 2022. In this update, a fake school was added in the town hall with a school quiz that had extremely random and difficult questions about the game. If you managed to somehow get all of these right, you would receive the Bloxburg School Trophy. In 2024's April Fool's update, we got this burger hunt trophy, and this update turned the entire map into burgers with burger trees everywhere and a giant burger in the middle. If you interacted with this, it would turn you into a burger and you had to go around the map to find the different burger ingredients for your avatar to complete the burger, which would give you the burger hunt trophy. Then finally, we have 6 trophies from this year's 2025 April Fool's Duck Hunt event. In this event, 2 giant ducks spawned and a bunch of smaller ducks spawned around the map. You had to find all of these smaller ducks for the giant ducks, and if you got all of them for both of the giant ducks, you would get these trophies. You got a different tier of trophy depending on how many ducks you found until you found all of them. So we have the silver good duck and evil duck trophies, which you got for finding 10 ducks for each, gold good duck and evil duck trophies for finding 20 ducks for each, and the platinum good duck and evil duck trophies for finding all 30 ducks for each of the big ducks. You also of course got all of the different smaller ducks in build mode 2 as you collected them, as well as the secret mermaid duck that was hidden within the old map walls and it would only occasionally spawn. However, these ducks aren't technically classed as trophies, but they are super cute. Next up, we have the Legacy Athletic Trophy. Now in 2023, the gym in the town got a revamp, and this included also revamping the athletic skill. As of right now, the skill gives you this trophy here, but before that you'd get this legacy one, which is obviously very similar to the other skill trophies, so now this is a trophy you can't actually get anymore, and the only people with it are the ones who completed the athletic skill before the update to the gym. The same goes for the next trophy, which is the Bloxburg Excellence Award job plaque for the old Bloxburg's cashier job. Of course, Bloxburg's was revamped in 2023 too, and this included revamping the job. So it got upgraded to this trophy, and the old plaque, like the other jobs, was now a legacy trophy that you only have if you hit level 50 on the Burger's cashier job before the revamp. Next up, we have these 2 trophies. So the first one is actually the Early Access trophy, and this was given to players last year on June 15th, 2024 when Bloxburg actually went free, and you only got this trophy if you had bought the game beforehand as a nice reward for being beta players, and we of course got the couch car for this too. This trophy, however, is the Meteorite trophy that was given to players if they played during the Bloxburg Meteor Map revamp event in June this year in 2025. Then the rest of the unavailable trophies we have are from Halloween and Christmas. Starting with the Halloween ones, the first one we have and the oldest one is the Corn Maze plaque. Now this was given to players in 2021 and 2022 if they completed the old corn maze that used to appear in the Plenty of Pumpkins farm, but this maze was removed and replaced with a haunted house in 2023. Speaking of the haunted house, the next trophy is the Halloween Haunting Quest trophy. In 2023, 2024 and 2025, the Halloween Haunting Quest was added to Bloxburg, where players had to do some quests for the witch Sabrina to get potions that allowed them to see ghosts. This would let them talk to the ghost Helen, who would send them to a graveyard to fetch the mansion key. Then you'd complete a maze inside the mansion to retrieve a locket and reunite Helen with her ghost husband Victor, giving you the Halloween Haunting trophy. This year, in 2025, the quest was specifically added for the Roblox Halloween Spotlight event, so if you completed it, you also got a badge too. The other 4 Halloween trophies are ticket reward trophies. So the Halloween Trophy 2024 was given to players in 2024 for gaining 30,000 tickets in the Halloween update, and it was only this individual one. Then we have the Silver, Gold and Platinum Halloween 2025 trophies that were given to players for gaining 10,000, 20,000 and 30,000 tickets in the Halloween update this year. And that's it for Halloween, so let's move on to the biggest section, which is Christmas. First up, we have this trophy here, which is the Santa Sleigh trophy. Now this is more of a secret one and it's kind of hard to get, but each year since I think 2020, on Christmas Eve until around the 27th of December, there's a chance that Santa will disappear from his little stand and fly over the map, dropping his sack around the map somewhere random. If you find this sack, you can click on it and you'll be given the Santa Sleigh trophy. Next, we have these 3 2024 Winter Event Trophy of Tickets collection trophies, which have a very long name. For the Silver trophy, you had to collect 10,000 tickets, Gold was for 20,000, and Platinum was of course 30,000 tickets, which just leaves these 5 trophies here. So these are all the trophies from the Elf Hunt. If you don't know what the Bloxburg Elf Hunt is, then first of all, you're crazy. The Bloxburg Elf Hunt is an event that happens in Bloxburg every year from December 9th to December 24th, and this has happened since 2020, where each day within this time span, an elf will spawn around the map that you have to find, and then you have to figure out what food it wants, and once you do, it will give you a daily reward of some cash or tickets, and if you do this every day, you'll actually get 1 of 3 trophies. The type of trophy depends on how many elves you completed, but it's basically just the same thing but recolored, so we have like Silver, Gold and Platinum, but you can only get 1 of these. You can't get all 3 like the other kind of events we've seen. So we have the 2020 Elf Hunt trophy, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and of course very soon we will have the 2025 one too. But that is actually all of the trophies in Bloxburg. We have a bunch of them and they're always adding new new ones. Obviously, the Christmas update is next month, so we should have a lot more trophies to come in December. They expand on them quite a lot and they're really fun to collect, so I hope this is helpful for anyone who's looking for a guide on all of them and how to actually get these. I also do recommend, if you haven't already, to complete all of your skills and try and level up as many jobs to the max as possible, because it's really cool to collect the old version of the trophies before they're revamped in the future. But that is all for today's video, and let me know down below how many trophies you guys actually have too, because I would love to see your collections. But as always, a huge shout out to all my channel members. Thank you so much for joining the channel, and my Discord server boosters, thank you so much for boosting the server, and of course my merch buyers from back in February. I love you all, and I love you all so much, glossettes. XOXO, Glossy Girl.